Welcome back to the podcast. It's myself, Ronnie Guy, and Shane. Uh,
Yeah, what's up?
yet another week. So I wanted to bring up how my big, stupid, costly computer just decided to kill itself the other day. That was awesome.
Yeah, let's get into that. What exactly was going on with the thing? Did it like light on fire? Something ridiculous like that? Something
well,
cool?
well, the upsetting thing is that I use that computer almost every day. And then I started it up uh, 2 days ago, and it just completely killed itself in about 3 minutes time.
Holy shit!
Yeah, the SSD, which is the memory,
Yeah.
got unplugged somehow, and it destroyed my computer from the inside out.
No way, really?
Yeah.
How did it get unplugged? Like, were you like fucking shaking the computer because it pissed you off or something?
Uh, Honestly, I think I just kind of I don't think I did anything, which is the weird thing. Yeah, so I'm just trying to play a hour-long Walking Dead Telltale game
Yeah.
playthrough on my computer, and then 3 minutes into it, it goes blue screen. It don't work
Oh
now.
my god, dude, what the?
And I was just like, well, this is strange. So I had a lot of troubleshooting in my case, which would be just unplugging and replugging things and restarting it like 20 times. Then the SSD said, "Oh yeah, we deleted Windows 11, so you can't even start your computer."
Yeah, that's kind of.
Yeah,
Oh
that's a
no, that's very
mess.
because it nuked the computer. That's super.
It was a very bad situation. So we had to take it to Best Buy yesterday, and they had to be as polite as possible because I had no clue what was wrong with it. I thought it was a processor issue, and those are like $2,000 a piece.
Jesus.
Turned out it was the SSD unplugging itself like an asshole and deleting all my shit. And I will censor all of this. It's fine. But yeah, it was just not fun at all. I had to drive my tiny car, again, I'll censor, all the way to Best Buy and be as cautious as I could possibly be. And the entire time, I'm like, man, what if I stomped on the brakes and the glass plate just shatters? Can you imagine that? I do all this effort to get it to Best Buy, and then the glass plate shatters and all the inside gets messed up. Like, oh my god, I would have a heart attack. That would be even more costly than just the SSD, which was just $100. It would be like, oh, it'd be thousands.
Everything would be. And there would be
The
glass
case would be
shards in it.
broken too. Oh my god. So
I
thankfully, I
just.
drove as cautiously as I could. I drove like I had six toddlers in the back seat of my car to make sure I didn't break anything. And then we got there, and the entire time they're inspecting it, I'm like, oh, I can't wait for the lady to come back out and be like, yeah, everything's pretty much broken, and you're gonna have to pay like $7,000. Luckily, that's not the case. It was just the memory. So whenever I get the computer back, I have to reinstall everything, which includes OBS, which we use for this podcast. And I have to reinstall DaVinci Resolve on that big computer,
Da
and
Vinci?
then we're good. So yeah, that was my fun computer story.
I just think it's funny how. Because I think the same way. How you're like, what if I just slammed on the brakes and destroyed this thing right now? I think about it like that all the time. I think about that shit when I'm like driving past a trash can that somebody left at the curb, and I always think like, how fucking rad would it be if I just cut the wheel and just this trash can up and sent it flying?
There is
Like, that would
a
be the coolest.
There is a Family Guy clip where Peter Griffin is test driving a car for a couple buyers, and he slams on the brake, and they both like die from the impact, and then he just shoves their bodies out of the out of the passenger seat and continues driving.
Man, that reminds me, I go on YouTube Reels sometimes when I get bored of Instagram Reels, because that's
Yeah.
all I really do is just like look at discount TikTok. Because I refuse to actually get a TikTok. I think I'm like, man, that's brain rot. But
It
then
really is.
I sit for like an hour looking through like Instagram and YouTube Reels, and there's this fucking dude who makes I think it's cringe as fuck. I'm sure there's people out there because he keeps doing them that thinks this is cool, but it's called like Family Guy Glow Up, and he basically
Oh yeah,
you've seen
that
those?
guy. I've seen him do it with Total Drama Island characters. He redesigned Gwen like 6 times.
Yeah, and I remember there's one that I saw that was like making fucking Chris Griffin into that Mexican OT, and for some reason that shit just pissed me off so fucking bad when I saw that. I don't know. I don't even know why it pissed me off.
I
Genuinely, I don't know.
I really want to request to that guy to make Joe from Family Guy into like Sam Hyde in a wheelchair. I think that'd be really
The thing is
funny.
he only does rappers, at least
Oh,
for the Family Guy shit. He
okay.
only does rappers, and it's like it's never anybody as I've ever heard of before. Like that Mexican OT, okay, I've heard of him. I've like listened to like a song or two of his. He's all right. It- but just like I don't like was that guy just sitting in his bedroom one day and was just like, what if I redesigned Stewie as fucking Lil Pump? Man, that would be so awesome. Like who's watching that shit and it's like, this is so fucking cool, man. They turned Peter into my favorite fucking rapper. Oh my god. Like
uh,
who is sitting there like, wow, this is the best. I would love to meet that viewer of the Family Guy Glow Up series.
What's funny is that whenever there's a trendy like hair design or fashion trend, almost every single person that replies to those are like, "Can you do the wolf cut on Girl 5?"
I never even thought to look at the comments, you know? I should do that. Next time I see one come up, I should absolutely look at the comments. That shit's gotta be a riot, dude.
There's a lady on Instagram Reels who makes cakes with fat, jiggly butts for some reason, and that's the only thing she's known for. She uses toothpicks to increase the height of the piece of cake that looks like a butt, and then she shakes the cake around.
Oh, I get it, though. She's making cake out of cake.
Yeah. And they're like, do one with Mr. Krabs, do one with Mr. Krabs.
What the
And it was him with the booty shorts that he wore that one
Yeah,
time.
dude, when he was washing off the boat or something,
Yeah.
I think he was washing a boat, and his ass was real fat and jiggly, and I don't think this, but other people do, that it was fuckable. Um, but yeah, that's I really like deflecting in that way. Other people say this or think this, but I don't. That's like my I learned that from Donald Trump actually.
Mm,
Like I never met him and like asked him about it, but I just see how he like deflects stuff, and I think it's a pretty good way to carry a conversation if you want to say something fucked up and
yeah.
just kind of want to test the waters on something like I don't know, I don't even have a good example, but no, yeah, fucking that's a great way to deflect
I
from saying terrible things.
I yesterday Joe Biden had a address to people about his court case about how smart his brain is or whatever.
Yeah, they said he was like too retarded to remember stuff or something.
Yeah, for some reason he didn't remember the exact years that he was vice president, and they were concerned about that.
Do you think he like goes up to like female White House aides and is like, I forgot how to jack off. Can you remind me how to do that?
Is it one hand or two? I forgot.
Yeah, I forgot. Can you show me real quick? Little lady, can you show me real quick?
I just know when they were preparing to have him do that press conference or whatever, my brain was like, oh my God, can you imagine if he comes out and he's like, me and Jill have decided to split, and turns out I'm gay. Turns out I'm gay as hell. And I started like hypothesizing that that could be what happens. And it was very
Yeah,
funny.
recently I got a prostate exam, and turns out I'm gay. I'm divorcing Jill, and I'm marrying the guy that shoved a finger up my ass.
The head of my security keeps looking me up and down, and I kind of like it.
Yeah, we're looking for new security personnel for the White House. Prerequisite has to be that you're also gay and black.
Also, you need to at least have one eyebrow piercing. It's the only way I like you.
Yeah, Daddy likes eyebrow piercing. I mean, what happened? Yeah, we'll go with that.
uh,
He's legitimately misremembering. He's not trying to deflect from not being gay.
there
He
was so many.
legitimately doesn't remember.
There was so many people thinking he was going to resign yesterday because of the whole mental acuity thing.
Well, what's crazy is that the fucking Democrats are still running him as like. It's because he's the incumbent, and there's no other Democrat that's worth a fuck.
True.
I guess to the DNC, but I mean, why is that guy your front runner, especially after he said some shit like that? Like, and if
Yeah.
if he wins in the election this year, like after saying that, he's he's too mentally deficient to even stand trial in court.
Hmm.
Like, what the like? How can you vote for that guy? I understand the runners up aren't like much better on like the Republican side. Well, the one
Yeah.
runner up, Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Like, I understand that like maybe he isn't much better, but like, I mean, I at least want a guy that is not fucked up. I guess.
Yeah. I know. I think I agree with Nikki Haley's idea that if either the 70-year-old plus candidates on either side resigns from trying to run, then that side will probably win the election.
Yeah, no, I mean that's probably absolutely right. I mean, isn't she still in the presidential race?
Technically,
Nikki Haley.
she's like
Nikki Haley, that sounds like a porn star name. And it's
she
spelled Nikki too, which is like a classic porn star way of
yeah.
spelling Nikki.
She I think it's like an 85-15 split or something ridiculous. And she's the 15 in that occasion.
Yeah, I mean she sucks. Do you think she fucks often?
I don't
Or do you
know.
think it's like a thing of the past at this point in her career
Well,
of
she's
having
like
sex?
47. She probably does it like once a month.
Yeah, I mean she's at least playing with the Hitachi wand, I think. I
Mm.
honestly I
I
feel like she really is like a Hitachi wand type of woman.
don't know.
Like I feel like she packs that shit in her suitcase.
I just know that last year was technically the year where Johnny Silverhand stormed Arasaka Tower and
Yeah,
got his shit kicked in.
why didn't that happen in real life? Like,
I
I
don't
don't
think
know.
there's an Arasaka equivalent unless you count like Tesla or something.
Yeah, that would be pretty sick if somebody like okay, well, maybe I shouldn't talk about domestic terrorism on the
Yeah,
pod,
there
but
has been some hooligan situations in like New York as of recent.
yeah, definitely. No, disregard what I was about to say.
Yeah,
Have you seen who's that bitch? Lauren Bobbert or something like that.
it sounds like a fake name.
It does sound like a fake name, but I don't know. I saw a picture of her like wearing a low cut dress, and her tits looked really good.
Mm.
And I was like, man, how crazy! And she's a Republican. I was thinking, how crazy would it be if her and AOC came out as lesbians, and then
Ooh.
they started making out
And then
on
they
the
ran for
House
president
floor?
very
Yeah,
late.
yeah, they both ran for president at the same time.
That would be pretty sick.
No, I would that man, that's a tough one.
There we go.
It's I don't know. That honestly, I brought forth the question. I can't even fucking answer it. I want to say fuck Lauren Boebert, marry AOC, kill Nikki Haley. I think that's what I'm going
Ooh.
with right now.
Okay.
How about you?
Well, I do not know Miss Bobbert, but
Look her up, Google her.
I'd be
She's
okay.
hot.
I'd be okay with if this podcast isn't too widespread to to at least be interested in AOC.
Yeah.
Same way with Nikki Haley, as I search up Lauren Bobbert in the background.
Yeah, who's your fuck, marry, kill though? That's what I want to know.
I don't think I can do such a thing, unfortunately.
They're politicians. They're not real people. I'm serious. They're
That's
not
like
real
saying
people.
pro wrestlers are just CGI.
Well, no, pro wrestlers are cool. They like do stuff for charity. Like John Cena is like the most make-a-wish dude ever. Like those people, they do like cool stuff, but politicians, it's like they sit in their ivory castle or whatever, and they're like, "Ah, these people are doing too good. Let's fucking tax the fuck out of them." And then you have Chuck Schumer, I think, or some fucking old piece of shit up there is like, "We need to get rid of Zins." As if we don't have like a border crisis. We're funding 2 separate wars right now.
It's
No, we need to get rid of
insane.
Zins, not
It's
that other shit,
insane,
just the
man.
Zins.
They worry about the minimal when they should be worrying about the maximum, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Like these people fucking suck. They were trying to get rid of menthol cigarettes like 2
What?
years ago. And black people were like, dude, fuck you. Hell no. You're not
I,
getting rid of my
I
menthols.
don't need my Newports.
Yeah. You might be getting rid of someone else's menthols, but you ain't getting rid of mine,
My
white man.
motherfucking Newports, bro. You can't do that shit.
We done been around the block with this shit before with all that slavery foolishness.
That's another
You trying to
Chester
take away my
Stone thing.
menthols.
Chester Stone is king, man. He
Who
was
the
like,
fuck
"What's
is
in
that?
this bag? Motherfucking Newports."
Oh,
And then
that
he
guy,
walked off of it.
motherfucking Newports.
Newports, hell yeah, brother. So
I
like
don't-
60 Newport packs. Let's go.
I don't even smoke Newports, but if I saw a whole bag of them, you bet your ass I'm taking them too.
Probably can sell them.
Yeah, no, absolutely. You could definitely sell them under market value for like, I don't know how much Newports are on average, but I'm imagining $5 a pack is lower than what they are in the store.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you sold, think about if he has 60 boxes of Newports, 60 times 5 is like what? Like 120 or something? You can make $120 doing that shit. I mean, that's pretty good money.
Oh man. I don't know, man. There's been so many like small creators that come out of like TikTok and all of the small form videos.
Yeah.
But Chester Stone is the only one I really like. Is that bad?
No, I totally get it. Well, like you were talking about like the chick that makes cakes out of like into asses or something like that.
Yeah.
That's what she's known for.
Yeah.
She's known as the ass cake lady. I wouldn't want to be known as that personally.
True.
But I mean, Chester Stone is he's known as being motherfucking Newport's guy.
He's
And
also
that is way cooler. There's no reality where the butt cake lady is cooler than Chester Stone.
It's also funny for Chester Stone because I feel like either he's homeless or he acts like he's homeless in every video.
He definitely acts like it, for one. I always thought he was homeless. That was my baseline for him. I was like, dude, just the way he films his videos, he's always out in public,
Yeah.
outside. He's never like, in his house like, "Hey, what's up, guys? It's Chester Stone here today. We're gonna be planting 100 trees for charity with the help of Mr. Beast." Like, you don't see him doing shit like
No,
that. You see him like
he's just in the
nigga
hood.
racing.
He's
You'll
just
have to
in the
censor that,
hood
but
the whole time.
yeah, like he found that fucking racist car. He's
Oh
I don't know how
man.
he found it because other people have seen it, and Chester Stone of all people is like the only, I guess, quote unquote influencer that's actually found it. I mean,
I
that
know he
shit's
has a
fucking
video where he
crazy.
finds an old ass clock and he's like, I got a motherfucking clock. And then he throws it on the
Yeah, dude.
ground and he goes, what happened to my clock? He just
Wasn't it
starts
like an
freaking
ornate
out.
wasn't it like an ornate, like, wooden clock, like
Yeah.
a cuckoo clock or something?
Yeah, he's just like, I got this motherfucking clock. And then he throws it on the ground. And
He
he
should have found a way
thinks
to put it on his wrist,
he acts
like a watch.
he acts like somebody else broke it, which is the funniest part.
Am I echoing right now?
No, you're fine, I think.
Okay, I keep seeing, my little icon fucking light up when I'm not saying anything. Maybe I'm just breathing too hard.
It's fine. I
Oh.
don't mind. Oh
Did you
man.
see that, fucking Tucker Carlson went over to Russia to, like, suck off Putin or something like that?
Oh, was he there with Dennis Rodman and Steven Seagal?
He might. I mean, yeah, probably. I'm sure they all had a big gangbang with the Russian president. That sounds pretty accurate. Dennis Rodman put him up to it because he's gay. No, I started watching that interview and I don't know. It was just I don't even know how deep. I did not get very deep into it. I only got to like I don't know. Putin drones on for like a fucking half hour about the
Yeah.
history of Russia or something. I probably got 10 minutes into his rant and I had to go back to work because I was on break watching it. I wish I had finished it so I had more to talk about regarding it, but
It's all right.
I don't know.
I started up Curb Your Enthusiasm as of recent
Oh yeah,
with
they're on the
Larry
last
David.
season of that show, I think, or they're coming out with it.
Yeah, that's why I started watching it. I was like, oh shit, I need to know the plot before it ends.
Yeah, I started watching that like a while back, but I don't know. I probably started watching The Sopranos for like the thousandth time and then just put it on hold inevitably.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I
Um,
mean, it's a pretty funny fucking show, though.
yeah, it's funny because he just makes excuses for no reason. And then it creates so many extra situations that don't need to be there.
Yeah, the fact that it's kind of like a domino effect of bad shit happening, I
Yeah.
find that pretty funny. I think I think it's a funny show. I never like watched a ton of episodes, but it's definitely a funny fucking show, especially if they've been running it for this long.
Yeah, I think it's funny that in the second season, he pretty much writes himself to get canceled before canceling was a thing.
Really?
Yeah, I will not spoil, but it's a really good plot line and it's really funny.
Dude, Larry David has perpetually been like 87 years old or something.
Well, it's
Like I've
weird.
seen early episodes of that or not, well, yeah, obviously I've seen early episodes, but I've seen later clips and he just looks the same like
Yeah, it's
constantly.
really strange. Uh, I'm still at the point where he has dark hair in the back of his head, but probably by like season 5, he gets all white, and I can't wait to see that happen.
Damn, wait, he's Jewish. He's not
Yeah.
white.
No, I mean like hair wise.
Oh, see, I don't know anything about hair. I only know things about white people and Jewish people and black people and stuff. So that
Mm.
was a little confusing for me.
It's
Sorry.
all right. It's just a thing we got to learn over time.
Yeah, I have to learn about hair, and I have to learn about more races of people. Apparently, there's more than just Jewish, white, and black. This is like new information to me as of like 2 days ago. Like there's
Mm.
like apparently these guys called Asian people, and they eat like octopuses and stuff like that.
I heard octopi are aliens, and they like came down from a meteor like 2,000 years ago or some shit.
What do you think are like the metrics on like being able to fuck one of those things?
You probably need a pretty sturdy build in order to get around. Those things
Oh my
got
god.
8 legs, dude. They gotta grip your shit pretty nice.
Dude, they got a gripper. Holy shit, I didn't even think about that. They got that fucking gripper.
Oh man. It's raining outside, so if there's any lag in this recording, I apologize. It's gonna be rainy for the next like week over here. It sucks.
Oh damn. It's sunny outside, so if there's any interference on my end, that's why. I'm kidding.
If the sun slowly melts through the computer, you know what happened.
Yeah, dude.
Oh man. I started replaying Cyberpunk for like the third time over.
Nice. What kind of build are you running? Do you do like builds and stuff, or do you just like play the game in different ways?
Well, this time I kind of did a speed run strat, and before I did any of the main plot with Jackie at the front of the game, I did all the side quests for the police lady.
Yeah.
So I was already like level 13 when we did the heist, and I was just overpowered as shit. It was awesome.
I did that on I think it was my second or third playthrough. I played through that game I think 4 times. I'm on my 5th time now, but I haven't touched the game in months, so it really doesn't matter. But
Yeah.
nah, definitely on my second playthrough, I went through and started doing side shit prior to like the end of the prologue section of the game, and I was like, I don't even remember what what level I was. But it was definitely like close to 20, or I was exactly 20. It was like probably like 17 or something, and I was just like shitting all over the opposition.
I just know when I was first introduced to Johnny Silverhand, I was level 17, and I was like, damn, I've been grinding.
How about Johnny Lubricant Hand and he jacks dudes off?
I guess they're making a sequel. I guess they're
think
making a sequel to Cyberpunk, but I
you
don't
think
know what the plot's gonna be.
you think Johnny Lubricant Hand will be in it?
I don't know. I think if they made a construct of a guy from the past and then shot him into your brain, they probably will do something similar in the second game. I just don't know the plot.
What I think is crazy is like Johnny Silverhand, he'll like enter your body and take control for like missions and stuff, but it's
Yeah.
like, dude, if I were in that situation, you bet your ass I'm jerking off. Like that is the first thing I'm going to do
If
is
I'm a
beat off.
robot man, I'm getting puss as quickly
Yeah,
as I
dude.
can.
Prostitution's illegal. You can get pussy. You can literally get pussy.
Yeah, I guess
Like,
so.
why would and he was let's see.
Technically, when he does all the rogue stuff, if you're male V, you have sex with rogue.
Yeah, you can fuck. Oh my god, I forgot about that. You can try to fuck. I don't know if you actually can fuck.
I know
rogue or
for
not.
Lady V, she's like, I don't swing that way. But if you're male V, I believe you have sex with her at least once.
Pretty based. I'm not gay. That's super based.
I just find it funny that there's a multitude of relationships by like each gender choice in the game.
Yeah.
But since there's no like non-binary choice, a bunch of nerds were freaking out about it. Why can't I have sex with Johnny Silverhand? Like that kind of
Play
shit.
a chick with a dick. I really don't understand what those motherfuckers are bitching about.
It's just
You can-
weird because I don't know the plot for Cyberpunk 2, but I know there's probably going to be an extra setting to be non-binary in that
Yeah,
game.
just because a bunch of libs bitched about a bunch of evil demon rats instead of Democrats. You like what I did there?
Yeah.
A bunch of demon rats who are like, "Oh, you're racist for not letting me have they them pronouns," which is something that's kind of bullshit if you ask me.
I find it funny that in Starfield you can be a they them pronoun person, but the bald guy that became a meme was like fucking pronouns. That's not my fucking Bethesda game, and he
Yeah.
started freaking out.
Instead of putting effort into the gender options, maybe they should have put effort into making the game gooder.
Gooder.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I don't know. I
I
don't know
just
anything.
I think it's really funny to add pronoun stuff when that's such a new thing still.
Yeah, I mean it's just appeasement tactics for
Yeah. Like
people on
it's
a
like
certain side of the
in
aisle.
Cyberpunk, Claire has a trans flag on the back of her vehicle. And I was
Yeah,
like, I don't think Claire is trans. What is this
she is.
supposed to
No,
represent?
she is.
Really?
Yeah, Claire's trans.
Huh.
She talks about it. Did you do like the whole racing quest line for
Yeah,
that game?
I just thought she was the lady that lost her male companion, and she was like frustrated over that.
No, she's trans. That's why the flag's there.
Huh.
I'm being completely serious too. I'm not joking. She actually is like there's like some dialogue options that talk about it. You can even ask her, I think, why she transitioned or something like that.
Oh, that's good writing, I think. As long
Yeah,
as
well
it's
that
not just like I wanted to chop off my dick, so I
yeah,
did.
well like you could be trans and like whatever Cyberpunk Red like 2045 and like in Cyberpunk 20 fucking whatever. Um that was like an option you could do. Like there was NPCs and you got to remember that game was made in like the 1980s
Yeah, that's
or some shit like
progressive as
that.
hell. That's cool.
Yeah, it's incredibly progressive and it's kind of fucking, I don't want to say weird in a bad way, but like I don't know, not a whole lot of people who were making tabletops, let alone any other type of media, were really thinking about that at the time. I
Yeah.
find it really interesting.
Do you think they're gonna retroactively add like transgender ghouls and stuff into Fallout?
Uh, I don't know, maybe. I feel like if you're a ghoul, your penis has to fall off at some point. So I mean, they, I mean, maybe it's more of a given
Yeah,
that they're going to just because of that.
I'm not sure. I don't know.
What do
Um,
you think a ghoul's
hmm.
cock would even look like? Like if it doesn't fall,
It's
like
probably
would it be
like
like
a
a
fruit
rotten
roll up,
fruit roll up?
and it even has those little fake tattoo imprint things on it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Uh,
Fallout though, I guess Fallout 5 is not going to be around until 2030.
yeah, I know.
And
By
every
then,
time I read that, I'm like, what the hell are they doing to make it wait that long? I want to play another Fallout game, please. I do not like 76, even though they fixed a lot of it. You know?
yeah, I don't know. I feel like Bethesda games really shine when they're single player experience versus multiplayer. I've never played Fallout 76. People have told me that it's good now, but
Yeah, it
I don't
took them a
know.
while to fix it.
It seems like Rust with a Fallout skin on it. That's
Hmm.
what I think of 76, having never played it and barely seen any gameplay. But I mean, I also I like making sweeping accusations about things I don't understand. So,
Yeah.
I mean, whatever. Maybe I'll never play it, and then I can just assume everything if it ever comes up in conversation.
I just know when it comes to Fallout, there's only so many places that we've explored so far. It's kind of like Grand Theft Auto, where it's the East Coast or the West Coast. There's no real in the
Yeah,
middle. So
I mean,
maybe,
in the tabletop, I mean, we're in White. fucking Wyoming. That's
Yeah,
kind of
that's like
cool.
the
I like the
closest to the
setting for
middle
that.
we've gotten so far in Fallout, though.
I've always wanted
So
to see
I
an
think it's
Ohio
interesting.
Fallout. Like you can go to like Cleveland
Oh, that'd be
and like
sick. And they
Lake
have like
Erie's like
Browns
all fucked up.
memorabilia on the ground.
Yeah, dude, there's like a bunch of football stuff and like there's a bunch of like racist caricatures of Indians because of the Cleveland Indians.
True,
And
true.
I don't know, I think that would be cool. Or like going to like Columbus or Cincinnati or something. I feel like Cleveland would have absolutely been hit by a nuclear bomb, made a crater.
It sounds so rude.
In real life, it kind of needs it. I don't know when the last time you've been to Cleveland was, but the last time I was there, I was like, "Geez, dude, this place is
Baltimore
fucked."
sucks way worse.
Yeah,
It's
you
so
wouldn't catch my
scary in
ass.
Baltimore.
You wouldn't catch my ass in Baltimore ever. Fuck that place.
Uh, Baltimore is like the Memphis of Maryland. It's just really scary.
Yeah. What's the Nashville of Maryland? What would
Uh,
you say?
Nothing.
There is none. It's just Memphis.
Like Maryland is so small that it's kind of hard to know any other place but Baltimore.
Maryland, the shape of that state is fucked up, dude.
Yeah, the borders
It's
make
so
no sense.
it looks so fucked up.
If we started
I'm pretty
merging crap, like that
I'm pretty
entire
sure.
like Maine through Maryland would be one state if we merged a bunch of states together.
Yeah. And they could absolutely do that. If they did that, that would be like huge in the
Would you just call that
election.
New York? That whole area
New
New
York.
York? What would you call that
Definitely
area?
you'd probably just call it the state of New England or something. That's what I would do if I were in charge of that whole mess. So when I went to go get my drink, I stumbled upon a pretty close friend out there.
Hmm.
I brought him in actually.
Oh.
Buddy, you want to say something? Yes, I would love to make an appearance on the Northwest Trenches podcast.
Holy crap. Is that former President Donald Trump?
Yes, it's me. I'm here on the podcast. I met Shane outside. Great guy, amazing guy, one of the greatest guys, and he said that he had another great friend that I can meet, and that's you. So whatever you want to ask a former sitting president, feel free.
President Trump, I have a question.
That's right, I am still the current president. But what is your question?
How gay, from a scale of 1 to 10, is President Biden?
Well, calling him a president is a bit insulting, I think, but definitely a 10 out of 10. He's the gayest. He's one of the most gay people. I've even met him. I've met him, and I've met people who have met him, and we all say he's gay. He's one of the gayest. What other questions do you have?
How do you feel about people referencing your appearance in Home Alone all the time?
Home Alone, great movie, amazing movie. It's one of my favorite movies, even not because I was in it, but because of Macaulay Culkin, another good friend of mine. I love that movie, and when people reference it, it makes me happy. It puts a smile on my face. It puts a smile on Melania's face as well, knowing that plenty of people are still getting lots of enjoyment out of that movie, lots of enjoyment out of my appearance there.
What is your opinion on the matter of fact that you have been listed on Epstein's list?
Jeffrey Epstein, we call him Jack and Jeffrey. I won't say why, but plenty of people know. I think it is all libel against my name. We're looking at suing Jeffrey, even though he's already dead. That's what they say. They say he's dead. But Joe Biden, I'm pretty sure he was on that list. I think they got our names confused because we've both been presidents.
President President Biden has said before that he is still cognitive enough to run as president. What is your opinion on that?
Definitely not. Definitely not. We call him Hokey Jokey Joe on the campaign trail. That's Hokey Jokey Joe because everything he says is a hilarious joke. It's all right. I don't know. I'm getting tired of this bit now. I'll be completely honest.
I think you were doing fine though.
Good.
Hokey Jokey Joe. Hell
Maybe
yeah.
maybe we can get Donald on the show again. Bye. All right. See you, Donald. I'll see you at the rally wherever the fuck you're doing it in Ohio. All right. Peace out, man. Maybe we'll have him when he's back in town on the
Yeah,
show.
that would be
He was
nice.
he was literally just hanging out in my driveway, and I was like, "Yo, Don, what are you doing here, dude?"
But
He
was
was
he
like,
just soaking up the sun? What's going on?
"Yeah, he was getting a tan. Like, he's like really into tanning. Like
Mm.
people say he looks like a tangerine, but I think he has a nice, beautiful orange veneer on him. That's what I call it. I call it his
Veneer.
veneer.
Hell yeah, veneer.
Is that even the right word? Is my
I don't think
vocabulary
so,
fucked?
but we'll work with it.
I don't give a shit. Fuck it.
Nick Mullen of the former Cometown podcast will be over in the area where I live pretty soon.
You should go see him.
I'm thinking of getting tickets, but I'm not sure who to bring with me. There is one fella that I know that I've talked to before who might be interested, but I'm not sure if he's available, so I'll have to sort that out with him.
Yeah, I would definitely go if I were you because I was going to see him live and then he canceled
Mm.
or the date got switched to later in the year and then the date got canceled. So I got my money back, but I was really disappointed because that guy's like one of my favorite comedians. I think he's really funny.
I don't know if they'll allow me to record anything, but I hope if
Probably
he's
not,
recording stuff,
but
he makes a big old promotional video out of his performance over here. I think that'll be
did
pretty
you
cool.
did you see his special that he put out on YouTube?
Yeah,
That
Year of
shit
the
was awesome.
Dragon, right? Something
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
Year of the Dragon.
That one was pretty nice.
That shit was hilarious. I loved that.
I like
I
how he was just like, by the way, I'm gay sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, he has to bring back some of them classic Cumtown bits that at some point will inevitably rip off.
Yeah, there will be a day in an age where we somehow have rotated out every single bit they did. But not at the moment. I think the closest we got was the Trump bit just now.
Yeah,
Even though he is a good friend of the podcast, Mr. Donald J. Trump,
yeah,
better
he
known
loves
as
us.
DJ Trump.
He's one of our 20 viewers.
That is true.
Dude,
He
I
saw
talked to
trenches
Donald.
and he thought about his past and he had a Vietnam flashback and then he was
Yeah,
here.
yeah. Well, he was thinking of trenches, and he like remembered how if he was the president, the Ukraine war wouldn't happen. So he was like, "Man, I really like these guys. These are some good old boys from the South and the West."
In the
Donald
Midwest,
loves
yeah.
us. Yeah, the Midwest.
Sorry, it was
Um,
cutting out a little. I'm not sure if the recording picked it up or not.
I don't know. It didn't pick up on my end, so there's that at least. But no,
So
Donald Trump, huge friend of the show,
hmm,
personal
I,
friend of ours.
I was going to bring up the NFL Honors, which was a show yesterday.
What's that
Um,
all about?
they give funny little awards that mean little or nothing unless you have incentives on your contract as a player.
Is it like the Kids' Choice Awards for football?
Pretty much. It's
Nice.
pretty
Do they slime?
meaningless.
Do
Uh,
they slime the NFL players
dude, I
when they get an award?
wish. I wish when Miles Garrett won, he just got covered in slime. That would have been awesome.
Dude, the Nickelodeon slime is fucking crazy. Like it's just green fucking jizz. Sorry, I didn't mean to
It's fine.
derail the topic. Continue. I was just thinking about slime.
The Cleveland
Gap.
Browns won 4 awards yesterday, which is, I believe, the most out of any team in that ceremony, which is impressive.
Have we ever swept the floor on the NFL Kids' Choice Awards?
I don't think so.
Damn, dude.
They still have been excluded from the NFL MVP club, unfortunately. If Nick Chubb didn't blow up his knee in the third game of the year, he might have won. So it's kind of sad.
You think if Nick Chubb got like cut in half in like a fucking brutal car accident, they'd call him Half Chubb?
Well, I know he's not related to Bradley Chubb on the Dolphins, but they're close friends, which is weird.
Why are there so many guys in the NFL that have like cock names?
Those are the only two I can bring up at this point in time. There was Fletcher Cox on the Eagles.
That guy, yeah, that guy's last name is literally a cock last name.
Yeah. There's a guy on the Patriots that has the same last name as me, but we are not related, which is unfortunate.
Do you ever get excited when you see like somebody with the jersey number 69?
I just think of Gronk. I think of Gronkowski yeeting out a bunch of 69 jokes whenever he's on Twitter.
Is he number 69, Gronk?
No, he was like 85, 87, something like that. But his whole thing is that he would reply to every conversation in like just the word 69. He wouldn't say anything else.
Does he type it out or just use the numbers?
He just uses the numbers.
Damn. It would be really funny if he typed out 69 phonetically.
I just know he's been retired for like a year and a half, and he's been like the most annoying person possible for all the ads he gets.
Really? Even though he's out of the NFL, he's still getting like advertisement money?
Yeah, he does a Kick of Destiny for the Bud Light commercials.
Oh, like Tenacious D, Pick of Destiny.
And they did it last year, and he missed the kick. So a lot of people are assuming that he's going to make the kick this time.
Wow. The fact that there's speculations around a fucking commercial, that's... Man, this whole world's going to hell.
I might have to watch the Super Bowl just for the commercials, and then just turn it off whenever the game's on.
When is the Super Bowl even?
It is this Sunday.
Oh, shit.
It is the 49ers and the Chiefs.
What if it was the 69ers? Oh, got him.
And Gronkowski buys out the brand, the whole like team.
Yeah, dude. He calls them the 69ers.
Or the Big Ronks or something dumb. Hell yeah. I just know I do not like the Chiefs, but they somehow keep winning, and it's bullshit, and I don't like it. And then the 49ers have built their team to the point where they should probably win the Super Bowl? Question mark?
I don't know. I'm just if Kansas City wins, man, that's... I mean, I said it in the last fucking episode.
You said it like on every part now. It's awesome.
Yeah, I've said it for like the past episode or two, but it's definitely rigged if KC fucking wins. There's no way it's not rigged.
Yeah. I just hope if the Chiefs do win, Travis Kelce does not propose to Taylor Swift, and we can continue life as it is.
I saw that because we were talking about like the conspiracy theory that Kansas City was going to win, and then Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift were going to endorse Biden. Well, I saw an article about that where fucking the government or somebody was like, somebody government or like high income related or something like an NFL. I don't even remember, but they're like, no, that's not going to happen. Oh, it's a dangerous conspiracy. And I was like, yeah, it's not going to happen now because people are talking about it and they have to retcon that.
Yeah.
Like if nobody talked about it, I feel like or if nobody knew anything, who the hell is this?
That's Andy. He has interrupted the call.
Welcome to the podcast, Andy. How's it going?
Well, there he goes. I'll cut that out.
Dude, we just had our first guest on the show, dude.
For 2 seconds.
Yeah, we should put that in the title, featuring Andy.
If I include that little bit that just occurred, we will have a featuring for about 2 seconds.
You should.
Oh, he's back!
He's back!
Oh my god!
Welcome to the show!
Hello! Welcome to the podcast for a second time. He is deafened, so he cannot hear us at the moment. This must be really confusing. Oh, there he goes again.
Featuring Andy. Definitely put that in. We'll let him know.
He'll get so confused of what just happened.
Do you have it set to where if people join this, they're automatically like deafened and shit?
I don't think so. I think that was his like thing.
Well, if he comes back, I'll undeafen and unmute him, and he can enjoy the last fucking 10 or so minutes or however long we've been going left of the podcast.
I think it would be funny to have a featuring Andy or his username in the parentheses somewhere.
Dude, definitely. We got to do that. That's too funny. The fact that he doesn't even say anything.
It was so unfortunate. I don't know. Maybe he was thinking we were playing a game together and that this like VC didn't have a title on the Xbox or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's going to be funny to figure out why he joined whenever we're in a call with him next time.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Well, man. For the Super Bowl, I really do think I don't care about the game that's going to be played, though.
I don't.
It's rather unfortunate because I feel like the Lions had a good chance a couple weeks ago and the Ravens had a good chance a couple weeks ago, and instead we get this crappy Super Bowl that no one wanted. So there's that.
Yeah. Aren't both of the teams, their like main colors are red?
Yeah, so it's confusing as hell.
Yeah, that kind of sucks.
I wonder if they're going to make the 49ers wear gold instead.
They definitely should, or else nobody's going to know what the fuck's happening. At least I won't, because I'm using the Super Bowl as an excuse to get pissed drunk on a Sunday.
Yeah, that's true. I think that's mostly what everybody does at this point.
Dude, they should make the Monday after like a national like day off of work. You still get paid. They're legally obliged to pay you, but
football recovery day, something like that.
Yeah, football recovery day. That'd be perfect.
I just know I do not care for either team, even though I like the 49ers more. I just don't really understand how they ended up in the Super Bowl together again. It seems really scripted and unnecessary.
Yeah. No, it definitely seems scripted to me. I mean, specifically with Kansas City being there. That shit seems super fucking scripted to me because Travis Kelce is like elevated to this high-ass fucking pedestal because he's dating hot, sexy 6'2" or however tall she is, Taylor Swift.
Yeah. It's kind of like I don't know the right comparison. I just know when I look at anything related to the Chiefs, now I can only think of Taylor Swift.
Yeah, same.
It used to be I could think of Patrick Mahomes, I could think of Travis Kelce, I could think of their walrus coach, Mr. Andy Reid. Now, I don't remember anybody on that team besides Taylor Swift, and she's not even on the team.
I thought she was on the team. She was like as tall as you know, their linebacker and
Can
stuff
you
like that. I
imagine
thought
if
she
she
was on the
started
field.
beefing up? She gained like 30 pounds of muscle and just came out as like a receiver in the
Yeah,
game.
dude, Taylor Swift is a fucking wide receiver.
That'd be fucking sick if she was like, I'm gonna play a voluntary play that includes me. She runs out there. Oh my gosh. She is so like twiggy though that if she ever got hit, she would like break in half.
Yeah, she would fucking fold. She would fold right in half if some dude just sacked her.
I'm gonna keep Andy joining on accident a couple times as a joke.
Yeah, definitely keep it in the show. And I'm
That's
serious. We
so
should say that it
goofy.
features him. We should say it features him and special guest Donald Trump.
Oh my gosh.
That'll get
Oh,
us
we
so
got a
many
double
views.
feature.
Yeah, dude, we got 2 guests.
Oh
We
man.
didn't even anticipate having 1 guest for this episode, and we got 2. I mean, I think we're doing pretty good for ourselves. Thank you, everybody, for watching the Northwest Trenches podcast. This is former President Donald Trump. This is an amazing podcast. These boys, they really caught lightning in a bottle. We hope you enjoyed the podcast. And remember, vote Trump 2024. Thanks, Donald. You fucking ruled, dude. Thanks for that. Even though you left like 10 minutes ago, thanks.
Thank you, Donald, for all your support.